First, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That's good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 19.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. The 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Evans. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, you hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
A 5-yard loss sets up 3rd down and
2 and now, 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
14, Eagles 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming. Yards there.
Down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Seahawks 14, Eagles 7.
Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Tua. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And again, it's Tagovailoa. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Now a handoff here to his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Jared Davis on the tackle. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
A gain of 7. And an Eagle first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Caught left side, it's Beckham.
Wilson.
They'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Eagles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Third down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
It leads to fourth down.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa eluding them, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On downs.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle made there by Jarrad Davis. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 18-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Two yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And 6.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, 20,
Can't be denied,
10.
boy.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
For the point after.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Tua now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 24. Seahawks 21.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Tua to throw again. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Number 28.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On second down, Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They get this out left, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Army.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. Everyone got four down. 31's the Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. Wait. 31's the Mike.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
7-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 4, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
He's brought down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Philadelphia, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.